Turkish YouTuber faces arrest for insulting Islam and the Prophet Muhammad. In a controversial incident highlighting the complex relationship between secularism and Islam in Turkey, popular YouTuber known as Diamond Tema faces an arrest warrant for allegedly insulting Islam and the Prophet Muhammad during a recent interview. The case underscores the ongoing tensions in Turkey, a country that, despite its official secular status, has seen a rise in religious conservatism under President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's leadership. The Turkish justice minister announced an investigation into Tema, citing charges of quote unquote fomenting hatred and enmity among the people under Article 216 of the Turkish Penal Code. The minister declared, quote, ugly and provocative statements targeting Islam and our beloved prophet are never acceptable. Tema, who runs a channel with nearly 900,000 subscribers on YouTube discussing religion, philosophy, history, and science, describes himself as an agnostic and has been critical of Turkey's ruling Justice and Development Party, also known as the AKP Party, and its Islamist ideology. In response to online threats and safety concerns, Tema has fled to Albania, stating, the next time I come to Turkey, they can arrest me if they want and put me in jail. I can go to court. I can testify then. This case is not isolated, as investigations into public figures for comments on religious matters have become increasingly common in Turkey, reflecting the growing influence of conservative Islamic values in the country's political and social spheres. So this guy is pretty cool. I hadn't heard of him before, but I had people messaging me and DMing me on Instagram about his case, and they're like, you need to talk about him because he is almost like a Turkish Sharif Gaber. Sharif Gaber, the incredible, like generational talent, who's an Egyptian YouTuber who has made, very, very interesting videos criticizing Islam. And basically, so Tema is Albanian and Turkish, raised in Turkey, and he talks a lot about agnosticism and criticism of religion. And apparently he put out this video. I can't watch it and tell you really what it was about myself because I don't, understand Turkish, right? Which included many criticisms in it, including criticisms of Erdogan's government and their Islamist policies. And not surprisingly, this sent the government chasing after him. And in response, he decided to leave Turkey. Just go leave the country. As we personally know other people, other atheists, ex-Muslims, who have just decided that they have to just straight up leave Turkey because of the government coming after them for blasphemy charges. And it has happened now again to Tema, who is this prolific, highly popular, almost 1 million subscribers YouTuber. And then the government went after his videos and has been trying to get his videos removed as well. Yeah, so of course, on Atheist Republic, it's very, very important to us to highlight ex-Muslims or people who are criticizing Islam and the price that they pay for it, right? And the persecution that they face. Because we really need to celebrate the people who are dissidents. We need to celebrate and then also come to the defense of the people among us who are willing to stick their neck out and say what they really think, say what is their truth, say what they think is true or unsaid in the face of power, in the face of intimidation, in the face of violence, in the face of being blacklisted, or worse, in the face of being killed, oftentimes. Most people are not willing to stick their neck out and pay that price. So when there are those individuals and they are doing that extremely dangerous work, it's something that I really value. I know Armin really values, and I think our community at large really values highlighting them and talking about what they're going through and talking about the price that they pay for oftentimes very, very mild criticisms or thoughts or maybe just even questions. and the sheer force and violence of the reaction that they usually face in response. So I was checking out his Twitter a little bit before the show when I was doing my research, and completely unsurprisingly, his mentions have just been, completely flooded with threats and people celebrating how much they hope he gets arrested. And he said that part of the reason why he decided to go to Albania is because he didn't want to give people the pleasure of, look at this heathen got what he deserved, to quote
Jesus
him.
Christ.
And he said that he might come back. Honestly, I don't know if he should come back.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think
like,
it either.
okay, so based on what I saw reported, and translated into English speaking media, I have to go off of that, right? He was like, oh, this will all blow over in a few months, and like we'll go back and people will forget about it. And I'm like, honestly, dude, I don't know. Like, these people will go to the ends of the earth. Like, don't, like, I I just think it's really not a good move to underestimate how far Islamists will go to destroy criticism, to destroy an outside thinker, to destroy an outsider in general, to destroy someone who's openly non-Muslim and having the balls to say something about their beliefs. Like, there are people, I don't know if people appreciate that there are millions of people in the world where, like, they have it would be their utmost honor of their entire life and of generations of their family to go eliminate such an ideological threat. Like, that's all they have going for them. And so the idea of, like, oh, things will just blow over, that freaks me out. But, maybe he has a better grasp of his personal situation. In that case, I'll step back. But that worried me. I was like, don't go back for a while. Because also, like, Erdogan does not fuck around. Just from a governmental perspective.
It's not just him. It's like in Turkey, there's so many different groups there that are just privately will come after you. So
yeah,
it's not a safe place. As also the Islamic Republic of Iran has a lot of people there looking for people who are against the regime and trying to remove them or kidnap them.
do you think they would go after a Turkish citizen for
No. I'm just saying it just shows. No, he's not. Of course not. They're not going to go after him. I'm just showing how lawless it could be in Turkey, where there are just people. There are people with the police even that might be working with questionable groups, right? I'm just saying that even if the government was not against you, when I'm saying that there are groups that as the Islamic Republic has in Turkey, to me that is a sign of how the law is not as powerful. When it comes to people, if people wanted to remove somebody, the law is not as a deterring force as it is maybe in some other countries. That's what I'm suggesting. So I'm not suggesting that those Islamic Republic groups will go after him. I'm just knowing, because when I cover on the Persian channel, when we are talking about Turkey, and there are a lot of Iranians living in Turkey and how unsafe it is for some of them living there, to me, it just shows that generally how easy it is for somebody to take you out if they wanted you out. I don't know, maybe I'm exaggerating. If you're from Turkey, if you live in Turkey, tell me how safe it is to live as an ex-Muslim in Turkey. Let us know in the comments.
Saying, remember Khashoggi? I can never pronounce his name right. I'm sorry. That's a little bit of a different situation in the sense that he was in the Saudi consulate when that happened. So that's technically Saudi soil. So that's a little bit different. But I am genuinely curious about what people think the just like communal everyday safety situation is like in Turkey. So I mean, like, just in public life, not from the government per se, because frankly, all the people that I know who have Turkish people who have left Turkey hate Turkey and Turkish people more than I have ever heard anyone else say anything ever. I'm literally like, whoa, guys.
The people, they hate the people? Yeah.
Yeah. This is a guy I went to school with. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I know I'm like I can't use that as an actual source to help get a gauge of what the reality is. You know what I mean? But I know, for example, like our friends who are Iranians in Turkey, they act a very specific way. They hold themselves, they carry themselves, they operate online in a very specific way. But that's not because of necessarily the general Turkish public. That's because of the agents of the Islamic Republic running up and down Turkey. So that's different.
Yes.
I'm talking about like your average Turkish. I mean, my friends will tell me how much they get harassed by Muslims in the street. I've had friends who were ex-Muslim refugees who were Christians talk about how much they were treated like dirt when they were, in their asylum process in Turkey. But again, that's kind of different. I don't know if anyone has any insight, any opinions. I'd be very curious about what people think about that. But that being said, wait, I want to pull up this guy's YouTube channel
Oh
so
yeah.
people can go support him. One second.
So people in the live chat were saying there's no English subtitles, unfortunately, for his
No, but
videos.
maybe
Like
they're
Sharif,
from Turkey, or I don't know, people can just go show
yeah,
their support in general. Like if you heard this story, like go who cares? Go comment in English, go tell him
yeah.
that you notice what he's going through around the world and that we support him. Um
I'm gonna
so
share your screen.
here it is. His name is Diamond Tema, Tema, and oh damn, it's shot up a lot. He's almost at 1 million.
Ooh, the Turkish government advertising his channel by
Barbara
by
Streisand, let's go. Um,
yes.
but yeah, go. I might go leave a comment right now, just saying, like I heard what's happening to you. It's not fair, and we support you in your criticism. Because when
Yes.
people are going through like being publicly hunted or persecuted and threatened at such a large scale, and Armin and I have gone through this multiple times. And there's someone else across the world, who like just leaves a comment and maybe even have to translate the comment to a different language. And then something so kind, it'd be like, I heard about what's happening to you. It's not fair. You shouldn't have to go through this, but I'm proud of you for sticking up for yourself, blah, blah, blah. Like that makes a big difference. So just putting it out there. Um,
Yeah, so
so
the Wolf is saying he had 850,000 before this. So the Turkish government, by trying to arrest him, they got him 250,000 new subscribers. Great job, you played yourself.
congratulations, you played yourself.
30%.
Um,
It's insane.
Okay, so wait, did we get any super chats? Oh my gosh, yes, Kenny just gifted people 5 Atheist Republic memberships.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Kenny. Um, if you just became a Atheist Republic member because of Kenny's generosity, please comment in the live chat with the new emojis that have been unlocked to you. And if you want an Atheist Republic membership, you can always join, or there's a way in your settings where you can turn it on where someone can gift it to you if you can't afford to have one yourself, because we support y'all taking care of yourselves financially before you come support us. That's important.
Do you know who makes the most amazing, gorgeous, and other adjectives that I can't use here on YouTube, blasphemous art ever? We do! And for some reason, we are giving it away for free. Download them now using the link in the description before we change our mind.